Hello, dear friends. A lot of people have been arguing for a long period of time about whether there is spirituality, whether there is a higher knowledge about how the world works, or is it just a fiction and everything arose by chance, an accidental explosion, random life, random people, random events? Or is it still not random? Why are there people on this planet who are very interested in these topics? And there are people who, on the contrary, are ready to say anything, just not to delve into these processes of studying this whole structure of life, the nature of man himself, and the formation of the reality of events. And they are ready to say absolutely everything, conceiving them that they are right and that nothing exists, there is no knowledge. Although this knowledge that we give to people has scientific confirmation. But nevertheless, many people still prove their illusory rightness, that this is all wrong, this is all an illusion, and we are not interested in this, and we can argue with it, and so on. So let's see why there are so many people on the planet who reject knowledge, science, who reject everything that happens and those great scientific discoveries that are now known to the whole world. So, my friends, the human soul has been evolving for a long time. Nevertheless, different people are born on this planet and mix with each other in social life. People who have different souls. Some souls have already begun their process of evolution long ago and have already learned so much material, worldly, physiological experience that this world, this life is interesting, beautiful for them. But still, this is not enough for them. They want to delve into more true knowledge. They want to understand themselves exactly. They want to understand how the world works, how particles work, what particles are, what deep consciousness is, what higher intelligence is, what I am, a human being in this world, how I am connected or not connected, higher intelligence, how I manage or do not manage my life, where is the truth, where is the knowledge. I want to know them. And these are people whose souls have been evolving for many centuries on this planet. And among them, there are souls who should also be young souls. There are souls who are absolutely not interested in these questions, questions of the formation of life and humans, human nature, since their consciousness is very narrow, because they did not have time to expand it thanks to experience, thanks to the number of the lives they could live. They are called young souls, although this expression is not entirely true. All souls have the same time process, absolutely all, but young or already mature souls are determined by the amount of experience they have lived. What does it depend on? On the inner state of the person himself. And you see that there are people in life who are very active, proactive, impulsive, and strong-willed. These are people who want to get to know this worldly material experience as much as possible. They need it to understand and reveal themselves, their souls. And there are people who are phlegmatic, want nothing, not striving for anything, are sleepy, and are weak. Yes, they live with difficulties, but they are used to these difficulties and do not particularly want to change anything in life. These are people with very little experience. If there is little experience, then the brain is weak, consciousness is narrow, and a person perceives this world under the prism of narrow consciousness. Where a person has a weak volitional center, pineal gland, pituitary gland, and hypothalamus. They are there, they are present as organs in the brain of such person, but they do not work at full capacity. These people do not have this power, they do not have this power impulse, power state, and they are not particularly interested in this life. They demand pleasure, something to please themselves, but they are not interested in studying themselves and going deeper. And there are a lot of such people, my friends. These are people who are also evolving, but evolving slowly, very slowly, Who is to blame? What contributes to this? The choice of each person. After all, there is the law of free will, the right to choose, where each person chooses how to evolve, quickly, impulsively, rapidly, or stretch this evolution like rubber. So people stretch it out for long, long epochs and centuries. Here is one of the reasons, or rather even one of the explanations, that explains the state of many people. So people who are weak, sleepy and lazy, they are also lazy, are not interested in this knowledge. Yes, they want a result, and the modern world tells them, if you are strong, throw off the one walking in front of you and achieve the desired result yourself. Or you are strong, go take it from the weak. The main thing is that you are physically strong. Let's build muscles and you will have strength. You will go and take away and you will have what the weak had because you are strong. Yes, many people are interested in this and they think that it is so easy and so simple to achieve the desired result, the desired goal. But this is an illusion, my friends. This is a deception. This is the path to the abyss, the path to nowhere. This is the path leading humanity to a criminal state of life, which we are basically observing now. It even became the norm of life and even the philosophy of certain people. What does it say? This suggests that these people are spiritually and mentally not developed. Their consciousness is narrow, and they cannot expand their knowledge, and they cannot have an interest in knowing something more, better, higher. That is, they are primitive. They have their own narrow, compressed consciousness. And under the prism of this narrow consciousness, they understand and live life. Yes, they also need to live, and they live as they know. Of course, these people reject all knowledge, all science, quantum physics, the alchemy of consciousness, and in general consciousness as such. They reject the presence of the existence of the supreme intelligence that created it all. In general, they reject everything that life consists of, because their consciousness is not able to reproduce and perceive these highest true secrets. Therefore, my friends, the truth and great knowledge are really not for everyone. They are only for those people who have chosen the path of development. And these are people who already have many-sided, numerous experiences in their lives, in their many lives. And now, having been born here again, on this physical material plane, they are no longer interested in some kind of showdown, some kind of quarrels, scandals, problems. They are not interested. They are interested in self-knowledge, science, expanding their capabilities, discovering superpowers, and directing abilities to improve their lives. Because everyone wants to live well, those who are not developed and those who have been developing their souls for a long time. And so, my friends, from my own experience, I see how people come to us who already have, let's say, such an understanding of the maturity of the soul. And these people crave understanding of the higher state. They want to understand themselves. They want to understand and know how everything works, and they want to solve problems. And in this world, indeed, almost everyone lives with problems, and problems require solutions. It is these problems that push them to move forward. But these people understand that, yes, I want to live well, and why can't I live well? After all, I am a creation of a higher mind, the Creator. Why should I suffer in this world? Why should not I be healthy? Why should I be poor, a beggar? Because I am a creation of God. And why do I live in such a way that I now endure these difficulties? These people are our students. But my friends, and here there is a clause. Sometimes a person is ready for this and already asks himself such questions and goes to study and works and meditations, but still has not had time to get rid of those selfish programs where a person is eager to live at someone else's expense and wants a very quick result. That is, many people who do not particularly want to make an effort, and they do not want to constantly work on themselves, they want an easy and quick result. Yes, these people come to us. Why? They cry out for help when they are in some kind of difficulty. They ask the higher mind for help. They ask for a way out of the situation, to give knowledge, let's say, to lend a helping hand, solve a problem or a task, and become healthy if a person is very sick. And it is clear, this is also understandable, there is a reason. So, these calls for help and these human requests are answered by higher spiritual beings who see the radiation of such people, because they begin to emit a certain request, a request for help. And these people come to us. They are shown our live broadcasts, books that we write, and information from my students who come to us and learn and have results. In general, somehow the higher mind gives them information about us and they come, but they still come with the desire for easy and quick result. And yet we give them a chance. At the beginning of their path, we give a chance. Taking these people into the learning process, we open knowledge, methods, and practices, and absolutely everyone has the result. But a person can never be constant. Then, that inner subconscious, low, miserable state of desire for quick results and quick prey and unwillingness to work on his vices arises in him. And the knowledge that we give, truth, is due to the fact that a person needs to put things in order in himself. He needs to become different. He needs to change. He needs to look at the world with different eyes. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to. They want an immediate result and that's it. Yes, they can read books. I have such students who have read a lot of books and know a lot, but they just don't want to do it. And it is these people who have knowledge, but refuse to apply it. They refuse to correspond to this true knowledge that they have already heard, learned, and read. They do not want to enter into resonance with this state, and they do not want to change, but they want the result, the profit, and only this. But this is not compatible, my friends. This is not compatible with development, with the true state. In order for you to receive the highest result and the highest good in this world, you need to become like the Creator. You need to correctly learn how to create your life, the right, good life. And only a good person can create a good life. And a good person is also a kind person, and generous and open, and a child in his soul, pure in soul like a child, without a catch, without selfishness, without deceit, without cunning, without any pretense. This is a divine person. And only such a person deserves great miracles in his life. And I noticed that I have students who achieve such high results. Although when they came, I look at these people and thought, my God, how much this person needs to work, how much needs to be changed. And delving into his state of mind, I see that the soul is pure. His soul is very pure, the soul is kind, the soul is open. But yes, he made a lot of mistakes. Yes, there are many things to get rid of, but there is purity in him. And I roll up my sleeves, we roll up our sleeves together, and we begin the path, the process of ascent. And you know, my friends, with every course, with every lesson, with every day of this great work, I see how my students blossom, how their souls open, how their children who did not obey before, who could not find themselves in life, change and begin to obey. And then they also come to study. They start a family training together, which introduced this knowledge into their lives. And everything changes in the minds of these people, and everything is revealed. And I see the delight of these people. and this knowledge touches their souls because their souls are pure. But if a person with a trick, with self-interest, and with the greed that he has gained a lot in many lives, he will not get rid of it so quickly. He needs time, and for such a person, this training is extended in time. And this is understandable, my friends. Yes, he needs more time, but we do not in any way condemn such people, we do not despise them, we have no such understanding at all. It's just that even more attention is paid to such a person, even more time is given to them, and their studying is a little stretched in time. But they also go, they also strive and learn. And you know, the most important thing in this studying is to remain faithful and devoted to this knowledge. But when a person studies and aspires to this higher, he can pass certain lessons. And even the time may come when the student will not be able to work with the teacher, and this happens if he needs to take lessons. And it also happens that there is no way for us to work together, and we see a lot of circumstances that happen around us. But the Creator creates such realities in life for my faithful and devoted students, creates such processes that he has everything, all the possibilities to continue further learning, if such a student has remained faithful and devoted to the teacher. And yes, indeed, my friends, only the faithful and devoted follow us, and only such are granted gifts from above, and only such accomplish greatness in their lives, change themselves, change their lives, and in spite of everything, bloom like a cherry orchard in spring. Happiness to you and conviction.